beautiful day in Miami, Florida. I'm here at the Fontainebleau Hotel. Might have heard of it, might have seen it in some movies or TV shows over the last 50 years. Nice place. The pools here at the Fontainebleau are amazing. The whole hotel is amazing. This place is awesome. I got really lucky. One of my subscribers gifted me a couple nights here at this very amazing hotel for my birthday. My birthday was this week, friends. So here I am, celebrating with a beer, of course. It's just a Heineken, but some of the drinks here are unbelievable. I've seen people walking around with full pineapples full of liquor. It's not really for me. It's not my style. Just good with a standard Heineken for today, but I'm gonna enjoy this Heineken in this gigantic pool back here. And this isn't the only pool. There's like 6 pools, a couple hot tubs. Let's go walk around, I'll show you. I'm thoroughly enjoying my stay here at the Fontainebleau. Turns out there's a lot of history here in this hotel. I was reading some about it on the way here. Learned a lot about the Rat Pack. You might have heard of them. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, those guys. They all hung out here quite a bit. In fact, there's a hallway in the hotel that's got a lot of pictures of the Rat Pack and some other famous people that have been cited here over the years. I was talking to one of the guys that works here. It's telling me that lots of famous people come in here. You might recognize a familiar face on a daily in this place. Very nice hotel. Extremely fortunate to have subscribers that give me really cool experiences like this. Great place. Pools are amazing. I'm not even really a pool guy. This is awesome. I think it's time to make our way to the hot tub. Well, it's like 85 degrees out. I just love hot tubs, so let's go do that. Whew, that's hot. Real hot. Wow. Probably the nicest hot tub I've ever been in my life. This thing is huge. Very warm. Love it. Bird. This isn't like normal hotels where the pool is open until like 10 o'clock. They close the pool when the sun goes down. I don't know why, but that's what they do. It's very nice out here. Otherwise, I mean, even in the evening time, it's lit up nicely. There's a restaurant right over here. Gonna get some lunch in a little bit. I'm a little tired of this hot tub. I think we're gonna go to another one. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go into this pool instead. It's so nice here, I don't even know what to do with myself. I'm sitting here in niceness. Finished my beer, just hanging out now. It's kind of boring, actually. There's just not much here. I think we should go inside the hotel, maybe check out the beach. An attendant just came around to collect my empty cup. The attendants here, all through the hotel, are really amazing. It's like they read your mind. They know when you want a beer. They know when you are done. It's like they're watching you all the time. Which is a little weird, but it's extremely good service at this place. It's like you have your own personal concierge all the time. There's always somebody asking you if everything's cool. Nice to see you today. It's wonderful. I just asked this security guy back here, ever had a bad day at work? He said no, immediately. Didn't have to think about it. Said that when it's a weekend out here and it's a total party, it's like the greatest job that these guys have ever had. I've heard that from a few of the people that work here. Nice people. Leaving the hotel property here for a minute just to walk across the street to the beach. Not street, it's kind of a street. You see people are biking and walking. There's a long beach walk. It goes all the way down to South Beach. We're kind of in the north part of the beach right now. Speaking of beaches, beautiful place. If you're so inclined, you could make your way out here to their section of the beach. This is all part of the hotel too. You can get a towel. They'll set up a chair for you, an umbrella. Something I've noticed since being here for a day, a lot of people smell nice. A lot of perfumes, colognes. Everywhere you go, there's some kind of nice scent. I feel like I'm in a bizarro world. Everything's so nice here. I love this. It's amazing. I don't know if I could ever live away from a coastline. I grew up in a country town in Ohio, just west of Columbus. It was close to a big city, so it wasn't like I was living in the middle of a cornfield, but surrounded by them. A nice place. Love it there, I really do. But I love it here. Love it here. In Florida, that is. St. Pete is my favorite part of Florida, but Miami is gaining some traction, let's say. Time to go back to the hotel. Your job was to drive one of those around the beach all day, for whatever reason. I think that's an ocean rescue four-wheeler, but still, it's pretty fun. The lizards down here are much bigger than in St. Pete. Well, it's an iguana. Eating away the landscape. Wow. Enjoying a very fancy lunch here. It's kind of loud though, so I'm not going to talk too much. I have overdone it out here, friends. I spent more time at the pool, went back out to the beach, back in the hot tub. Time to go back into the hotel. I'll show you that now.
Hey, buddy.
Just wandering around. Well, friends, I got in from the pool and found out I was pretty sunburnt. I spent the rest of the afternoon just relaxing. I didn't do any filming the rest of the day. Just had a great day hanging out here at Fontainebleau, but it is now the next day. I'm going to show you around the lobby here. There's a lot of famous people that have walked through the front doors of this hotel into this 17,000 square foot lobby, and to explore the stairway to nowhere right here behind me. Back in 1954, when this hotel opened, it was one of the most fabulous hotels on the whole planet of Earth. For 25 years, it didn't even have a sign out front because people just knew that this was the Miami Beach Hotel. This stairway right here that goes to nowhere used to go to a coat room. And the reason it was built was so the ladies, when they would wear their big fancy dresses, would be able to walk down this stairway once they dropped their coats off and show off and wave to their husbands down below. At least that's according to the concierge who just told me the story. But here we are in nowhere. That must have been the coat room right over there. And up here is just a little rotunda. So it actually does go to somewhere. It goes to the elevators. That's where the stairway goes. You might notice all the bow ties all over the floor here. If you visit the hotel, you'll notice in the restaurants and the bars, all the napkins have a bow tie on them. Morris Lapidus was the architect of this building, and he wore a bow tie all the days of his life. Probably not when he was a little kid, but who knows, he might have. That's what he was famous for, was the bow tie. August 28th is National Bow Tie Day, and they celebrate it pretty heavy here. Clearly, they like their bow ties. Down this hallway here are a lot of photos from celebrities that have stayed here over the years and some movies that have been shot here. There's been a lot of movies shot here on the property of this hotel. Scarface, a lot of Frank Sinatra movies that he was in, like 4 of those movies. Jerry Lewis recorded an entire movie here. The Bodyguard was filmed here on the property. In fact, the famous song that Whitney Houston sang in The Bodyguard, I Will Always Love You, was sang right here on the property for that movie. It won her some awards, I do believe. Along with some of these other movies you can see here, there's a lot that has gone on here over the years. This is a pretty famous picture. I've seen this before. There's something I noticed in here. I think that is Mr. Roper from Three's Company. That guy right there, him. Can't remember his name, but I'm pretty sure that's him. I'm sure that's Mr. Roper. This is from Ocean's 11, by the way. Sinatra is a wily guy. A strange look on his face there. It's not just movies and famous people. This hotel has been involved in a lot of stories over the years too. There's some famous, I don't know all the details of this, but some famous drug running group set up shop in one of the suites here for a while. And there's a documentary, a movie made about them. the last couple years. I think you can find it on Netflix. Don't really know much information, don't care, but there's a lot of stories, a lot of things have happened here. The bar that is not open now here in the lobby is also the backdrop of a couple TV series and movies in the last couple of years. Some of the older movies that were filmed here on property, you may not recognize some of the features from inside the building if you visit here, because back in 2008, there was a $1 billion renovation to this building. That is huge. It's a huge endeavor, $1 billion just in a renovation. But it turned out extremely nice. Some of the old scenes like this have changed. There's no more teak wood flooring like that on the outside, but that's definitely this hotel. There's a handful of restaurants in this hotel too. There's a sushi one here, a couple others around the way. There's also more than one building here as a part of the hotel. There's the Sorrento Tower. I think there's 3 total hotel buildings here. I am staying in the main building, the one that's existed the longest. It's cool to me to think about how many people have walked through these same hallways. I wonder if any of these celebrities have stayed in the room that I'm staying in. Just curious. People like Judy Garland, Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, of course. Lots of famous people, Lucille Ball. They all performed here, all stayed here. You almost feel the history. The gelato pace is popping. Wow. The hotel just keeps on going and going. There's one of the famous ballrooms. It's another part of the lobby. They're playing 50s music through the lobbies here. It makes you feel like you're kind of back in time. I noticed here that there's an exotic car rental hub right here in the lobby of the hotel. You can rent your Lamborghini here if you so wish. Take a night out on the town. A lot of people do it. More ballrooms. This must be where all the music happens. Continuing to wander around, lots of space here. There is so much space in this hotel. Me as a kite flyer, I like this environment because I could take a kite in here and fly it for days. There is so much room. Besides the ballrooms that are gigantic, I could peek through the door. I couldn't show you on film because there's not enough peeking ability through the slit in the door, but I could tell that there's a lot of space in these ballrooms. And boy, just a lot of air in here. And they keep it cool. Holy Moses, it's like 65 degrees in this hotel. I was inquiring about the cars. I found out some prices. For just a mere $25,000 a day, you can rent the Bugatti that they have offered here. Apparently, Kim Kardashian and Kanye were going to rent it, but it didn't work out. They didn't end up coming or something for some event. And, so that's about the level you'd have to be on to do that sort of thing. I won't be renting a Bugatti today, by the way. Cheapest car they got is $600 a day. It's like a Range Rover or something. The hallway to my room. I wonder how many people of note have walked down here. Everybody is a person of note, but I wonder how many people from the movies, TV. Likely not that many because, good morning, because these rooms are like average, the normal hotel rooms. You're probably thinking, wow, this room's gonna be really awesome. It's like a normal hotel room. There's suites though, and penthouse suites and things like that probably where celebrities stay. Likely not in a room like this. Let's go check it out. I stayed in room 651, so if I ever get famous, you can come and stay in this room, and they'll know about me, of course. So this is the room here. Just a normal looking hotel room, on the nicer end of normal, I would say. Nice view, huh? They leave this fancy magazine, give you the essence of the area. It's just like really good looking people with clothes that you can't afford and stuff, but it's nice to look through it, totally Miami. I shouldn't say clothes you couldn't afford, it's clothes you don't want to afford because it's stuff that you just unreasonably you wouldn't wear. It's like looking at a fashion show. I saw a big giant poofy red dress. It's kind of weird. And here is a fancy bathroom. I say fancy because there's a telephone right by the toilet. Look at that. That only happens in fancy places. I'm not going to spend a lot of time out here on the beach in front of the hotel. Got enough sun yesterday, but I did want to find the location of a very famous image from Tony Rome, a movie that Sinatra was in. There's not a lot of information on the image. Tell me if you think I'm standing in the right spot. I think I'm right about in the right spot, but before, I don't believe this middle area was closed off. And I think that it was actually a little bit further in, and I'm standing in the way of a truck that's about to run me over. But this is the spot. To get back on the property and anywhere in the building, there's like 3 checkpoints. You gotta show your card. Not just anybody can walk in here and enjoy it. Well, anybody can come and stay here, but you know, you gotta pay for it. Unless it's your birthday, sometimes. Friends, thanks for joining me today at the lovely Fontainebleau Hotel in Miami Beach, Florida. Had a wonderful time here for the weekend. I really appreciate my subscriber friend that gave me this opportunity. It's a great way to spend my birthday on my 43rd year on the planet. Thank you, friends, for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video.